Hello everyone, welcome back. Matchups predictions week 25. As you can see this week 4 predictions. So we start. Manchester United have definitely been my bogey team for trying to predict, having caused a couple of upsets that I was unable to predict. This time round they have home advantage against an Arsenal side who have recently found form again as they push for 5th place. United have been in fine form, with big wins over Spurs and Manchester City in the past few weeks. However, they did suffer a shock loss to West Brom which handed rivals Manchester City the title. With only 2nd place left to play for, they will be going all out to keep ahead of closest rivals Liverpool and Spurs, who sit 3 and 6 points behind respectively. Having just come out on top against a very strong Spurs side in their FA Cup semi-final, they will no doubt be very high on confidence, and know that a win this weekend will put them just 4 points away from guaranteed 2nd place. With 3 games left to play. At home, they have dropped just 10 points this season, which is the joint 2nd best record in the league with Arsenal. Arsenal have also found a good run of form recently, and no doubt all eyes will be on Arsene Wenger as he prepares for his last 6, possibly 7, games as Arsenal manager. With a tough Europa League semi-final leg against Atletico Madrid on either side of this game, it will be interesting to see how things pan out in their important home leg this Thursday, where a big win could influence the team's selection for the weekend. They have only lost 1 of their last 9, with that being a 2-1 loss to a surprisingly tough Newcastle team. However, they have been horrendous away from home this season, picking up just 13 points from 16 away games in the league, but with 25 goals scored in their last 9 games, they are in fine goal-scoring form and they will be hoping to capitalize on that. These two are very hard to separate, with 3 wins each and 3 draws in the last 9 games. At home, United have had the beating of Arsenal every time bar one since 2006. I feel like United recent run of form, and Arsenal poor away form should lead to a United win. My prediction, Manchester United going to win. Our second game sees us head to Russia for the first time since the first week of matchups. With 3 games to go, the league title looks all but won by Lokomotiv Moscow, which leaves a very close 4-way battle for the other 4 European competition spots. 2 of those sides battle it out for a spot in the Champions League, with host Zenit sitting 2 points behind CSKA in 4th. Zenit will be hoping for a good result to help them move above their opponents and into the Champions League spots, with 3rd place Spartak Moscow suffering a blip in form and losing their last 2 games. They have accumulated a solid 26 points from 13 home games this season, losing and drawing before winning 2 against lower half teams. They will be desperate to pick up a big win and 3 points here to help them stay in with a chance of reaching the Champions League, as they have a very tough away game next weekend against league leaders Lokomotiv Moscow. CSKA have one of the best away records in the league this season, picking up 28 points from their 14 away games so far. Having been knocked out of the Europa League by Arsenal a few weeks ago, They have also been in a bit of a rut in terms of form with just 2 wins in their last 6 games in all competitions. Away from home, the Haven lost in the league since the winter break, with 2 wins and a draw, but they are still lacking in defensive solidity with only 1 clean sheet in their last 7 games. This is a pretty even tie, with Zenit being the slight favorites for the bookies due to home advantage. CSKA have struggled against Zenit in the past few years with no wins in their last 9, while Zenit were victors on 5 occasions. However, the past 3 games have ended in draws, which makes things that bit harder to call. I believe that Zenit home form will help them out, and may be enough to lead them to victory, but a draw seems to be the most likely result in my opinion. My prediction is going to be a draw. Next we head to Spain for a mid-table clash with only pride and prize money to play for, rather than a Europa League spot like last season. Real Sociedad sit in a respectable 11th place as they head into the last 4 games, and can finish anywhere between 6th and 17th. They went on a run of 3 wins in a row which will no doubt have helped them massively, but a demoralizing defeat to the already relegated bottom side Malaga last week may knock them a bit. At home they have lost just 1 of the last 7, that being to Europa League chasing Getafe. They have the 3rd best scoring record at home in the league, with only Real Madrid and Barcelona scoring more than them. However, only Betis and Las Palmas have conceded more than them at home, which makes this game look like it could be a high-scoring encounter. Bilbao are still looking for their 10th win of the season, and have the joint most draws in the league this season with 13. Away from home they have struggled this season, picking up just 17 points in 17 away games, and have won just 1 of their last 6, and picked up 7 or their last 30 available points. I'd imagine that they are just wanting the season to end so they can regroup and come out fighting to get back into the European competitions next year. Bilbao can have some confidence coming into this game as they have only lost once to Sociedad in their last 8 meetings, but they have only won twice. I feel like Sociedad have the advantage this time though, being at home and in far better form, so I am going for a home win. My prediction, Real Sociedad going to win. Our last game comes from Turkey, where first and second battle it out in a potential title decider with just 4 games to play. Hosts Galatasaray sit 1 point ahead of Besiktas and Başakşehir, and will be looking to extend their lead as they head into the crucial last few weeks of the season. They haven't been in the greatest form recently, losing twice and drawing once in their last 6 games, including a loss at home to Akhisar in the Cup semi-final last week. However, their home form this season has been excellent, only dropping points in a 0-0 draw against bitter rivals Fenerbahce back in October. Besiktas will be hoping to move to the top of the league for the first time of the season with a big win this weekend. They come into the game on a 4-game winning streak, scoring 12 and conceding 2 in that run. However, their away form has been great, with just 4 wins in their last 12 on the road. These two last met in December in another matchups game, with Besiktas coming out on top with a comfortable 3-0 win to extend their unbeaten run against Galatasaray to 6 games. However, Galatasaray home form is just too impressive for this to be an easy Besiktas win. Combine that with Besiktas' poor away record, I feel like this will be another home win with Gala just overwhelming Besiktas on the day. My prediction: Galatasaray going to win. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel.